What were the WW2 forced labor systems? Imagine a world where millions of innocent people are forced to work under brutal conditions just to support a war effort. During World War II, that was a reality for over 20 million civilians and prisoners of war. Nazi Germany set up large-scale forced labor systems to keep their industries running and to sustain their society. They initially tried to get workers voluntarily, but as the war went on and demands grew, they made labor compulsory. In 2042, Fritz Sauckel was appointed as the plenipotentiary general for labor deployment. He created quotas for labor, especially targeting people from Eastern Europe. Local authorities often picked political opponents or marginalized groups for deportation and forced labor. These workers were sent to many sectors like arms factories, farms, construction sites, and even private homes. Some factories had up to 60% of their workers as forced laborers. Women made up a large part of this workforce, with some abducted along with their children or giving birth in camps. Conditions for these workers were often terrible. They faced discrimination based on race, with Poles and Soviet prisoners of war suffering the worst. Many endured starvation, inadequate clothing, no medical care, and little rest. If they disobeyed work rules, they could be sent to labor education camps, which resembled concentration camps with high death rates. Some prisoners, especially those in concentration camps like Mauthausen, were forced to perform deadly physical tasks. The Nazis had a policy called annihilation through work, which aimed to work prisoners to death without giving enough food or medical help. The forced labor system was vital for Germany's war effort, helping produce weapons and keep the economy going despite losing native workers. It involved big companies, small industries, farms, and even private households benefiting from and supporting this exploitation. Overall, these forced labor systems were large, racially discriminatory, and brutal networks that caused immense suffering. They played a major role in civilian hardship and atrocities during the war.